Hey everyone, I just wanted to pop on here and share with y'all what I've been working on. I've been working on doing some uh, flowers and show you how I do this because I think they're really pretty and they come out very beautifully. I finally got me a printer so I can play around with some pretty stuff too. Although my printer is an inkjet, so you can't really use liquids on it and everything. That's okay because I will make a copy and I can't cut real close as far as doing a I'm sorry. Allergies have really been driving me crazy lately, so y'all may hear me sniffle a lot. But anyway, I'm going to take this um, flower, and what I like to do is this, and I take some tape and I tape it down like that, and oops, I pulled a leaf off of the other one, didn't I? All right, so now we'll tape it down here, and I taped it down to some paper. Let me get it, make sure that's down good, and you can't see it. Uh, um, because it's transparent tape. Hey Beth, how are you? I'm working on some digitals. So I'm going to do this digital right here. Come on now. I've already done a couple of them. I did this one. I'm going to show you that. Here's one that I did. I just cut out around it. And the ones I really like are the transparent ones that you can see through because I put them on, this is vellum. And this is vellum also, and I like these because they will go like in a window kind of thing. Hi, Stacy. Um, and this is the copy of what I just made, and this is the flower itself right here. That I cut it out. I fussy cut it. I don't do good fussy cuttings. So what I did was I bubble cut it. It's what I call bubble cut. Let me put this back in here because it's telling me I'm out of paper, so I got to put paper in there. So anyway, this is this one, and then I have this right here that it comes out, and this is the one with the paper on it. And I take a piece of book paper, I put it on a old. See, this one here, I didn't fussy cut around it. I didn't bubble cut around it, right? So this one, my camera keeps flopping around here, y'all. I'm sorry about that, but I didn't bubble cut around this one, but on this one I did. Let me turn it around here. I bubble cut around this one, and I think it looks pretty good. Hi, Kim. Uh, and this one got caught in my printer and smeared it some, but I still think it's kind of neat. Don't y'all think so? It's kind of neat how it came out, and then it came way down here, and it did the same thing on this one. And I finally figured out what I did wrong, so I fixed it, and there it is. Came out pretty good, huh? Anyway, yeah, I do copies of them. Like I said, this is the one here, but this is the copy right here. And see, this one is on vellum, and as you can see through the vellum. So you can put it on anything, and you can still see it. And this one is on just regular copy paper. And this is the flower that I fussy cut and bubble cut and all that kind of stuff, and I put on it. So now, when Kim scans her tree, she's gonna let me buy some copies of them, and I'm gonna put them on vellum, and I'm gonna see what I can do Oh yeah, see, these are gonna be my original copies right here, and I'm gonna put them in a folder. These I'm gonna see what I can do with them, and I've been working on this no sew journal, and it's for Junk Journal 2024. So, and I've gotten a little ways, and Spark is what I'm working on. A spark of creation. So this sparks your creative mind on doing things. And when Kim fussy cut those trees out, oh my gosh, I love those things. Um, so anyway, it starts out with a back and a front, and basically you can have two fronts if you want to. It sparked my imagination on what I could do. Weird little things, all right? I'm a weird person. I know it. I got it. You know. Anyway, here is the first one I did, and I cut it down. I put it in my little book, and what it is it is a what at one point they called it a never-ending journal. Now they call it an accordion journal, and they call it something else, and I forgot. This was light, so I put a lighthouse there. Um, let's see. Oh, this is a picture and folded paper. So I did a folded paper on that one. That's my tea bag I put in. But basically, you put things together, and then when you come back to it, you've got your cover again. But what you do is you're going to piece it together, and on the back, as you can see, I've got different pieces of different papers. Uh, this is just roll offs and stuff that I use. This one I haven't put anything on yet, and I'm thinking about putting a map on it. Oh, I am. I'm weird. I admit it. I've been told so. I believe me. I believe I'm weird. I'm okay with that because weird just means different. I cracked the language a little bit. Um, so weird just means different, and I know I am. Uh, yeah, well, yeah, the Meandering Journal. And what I really like about it is you add one page at a time to this journal, right? As you go, when you get to the next page, you fold it up, and then you flip it over, and then you add the next part to it, and same, it keeps going. Like this is one. This is one of my stenciled papers. Jelly prints. Hi, Janet, darling. How are you doing? So this is one of my jelly prints. And this, of course, underneath of here was a book page. Okay. And then I added the flower that I made to this. Somebody sent me the birdhouse. I don't remember who. It's been a while. But I thought it looked great on this green envelope I got from Beth. And I really liked that washi tape being underneath of it. It looked really cute. My tag is actually right here, and it's actually a 3-pocket tag. It's got a pocket behind the butterfly is a pocket. Then this is a pocket, and then the inside is a pocket. And I got that from Brittany Blinger. With I think she calls herself Brittany Blinger's Creations. I got that. I was watching her the other day, and she was doing, and I don't think she made one exactly like that, but it sparked the idea. So, uh, and that's okay. I can be cuckoo too. But anyway, I took these, and somebody, I think it was Beth that sent me these cards. It's been a while, and I kept thinking, what can I do with that? So I took a piece of a book page and I tore it in half. Of course, you can tell it, I guess, that I sanded it down a little bit. I glued the book page down. I did a die cut of one of the girls and a puppy, and I just went around it, and I put lovely on it. And that's my writing. Yes, it is. Pitiful, I know. And I haven't done anything to the back of it yet. I'm probably going to find me a card to put on there and make it into a journal space. Um, and then I haven't got a bird to put. I got a bird house, and it's got a bird in it. So, and these are some of the Fantrashy flowers from Kim. And this is one of them. I don't think I've shown them since I've colored them, but I colored this one, and then I've colored this one, and of course this is another one, and I colored it. Of course, they are a little different than hers. I mean, nobody can do exactly the same, right? Kim's really good at this, and there's another one, and I haven't got them all in here. I did have one on in here, but you saw what I did with it. I put it in the tag pocket back here. So here's where I put that one on it and this one in it to show it's a pocket. And that's what I got for light, and I haven't, and that's scraps, but I'm gonna do something else because of scraps. You know, the whole book is scraps. You know, that's all it is. It's just scraps of whatever you've got laying around on your table. This one here, I did the same way. I put a seahorse on it. It's a die cut. I took a piece of book page. I did not sand this one, and this one didn't stick as well. So the next one I did with the little girl on it, I sanded it. This is a fold out, flip out, and then you start over and look at the back side of all these pages that I've been working on. And like I said, I've got to figure out what I'm going to put there. I'm not sure. But you've got 31 days of July to work on things. So, and this is the other part of the envelope that I used. It was from, yes, I know. I got to turn my mouse off. Give me just a second. I'm bad about not turning my mouse off too, Beth, and it gets all up in my way. So anyway, this is what I'm doing. As I'm taking this right here. This is a copy. Let me set this over here. And this, like I said, I printed this one on vellum. And this one is just on paper. And they're both very pretty. And you can actually line them up and make them look like shadows if you put one on top of the other. So it's kind of fun to look at. And this is the one with just where I put the paper on it. And it's not glued down really good. It's just there. This is the one I did of this one on vellum. And this is where I'm at. I'm working on things, and I've got this book here that I've been working on. Get my head out of your way, right? You don't want to see my head, right? Anyway, I found this. It's been kind of chewed up and all that kind of stuff somewhere. But I found this book, and I've been looking through it and finding the flowers that I want to put on pages. And I think that one will be real pretty on a page. But each one, see, like this one will be too big for the book page. Let me find a book page. And so, but I can use most of it on a book page. So I can look and I can cut around this and use most of it on a book page. And I had a Reader's Digest, and I took it apart, and I've been taking out page by page. But the only problem with this book is it's flowers on both sides. Do I want to use this flower or this flower? But since I've already got a rose, and I've got another rose here, there's a lot of roses in here, another rose here, I think I'm going to go with the other one. I do love this one. It's yellow and blue pansies, and another rose. There's all kinds of roses in here. So the irises are really pretty. And that one would be real pretty to print on vellum, I think. Cut out the center of it. And if I could see better, I would do that. But since I can't see better, I probably won't do that one. But I won't cut this up either. I like the This one here is a carnation, and I love carnations. Uh, so I have all kinds of flowers to work with. But this is what I've been doing and working on my little journal. And I've been using this right here. I've been practicing with this thing right here, learning how to. This is a tearing ruler, but this right here, I like to take it, and when I want to write something, even though it's a tearing ruler, um, you can write. And it kind of goes up and down and up and down. And if you don't use ink here, you can erase it, to erase it to make it look like the words are just floating on the page. So that's what I've been doing. What have y'all been doing? What's on your desk? So I have different colors of ow, ow, ow. Copy, cut, and paste. Exactly. Yes, I have been doing a mess too, but I also I have this one. I have a pink that will look pretty. I have an orange. I have a real pretty teal. I have a blue. I have green. I think that green would look real pretty with a flower on it. I have a what I call a party, and it's got shinies in it. It's a white with shinies, and I have marbled, and I think that's it for what I have as far as colors and stuff like that. So now, lay on the floor. I don't care. It just jumped off. All right, I have marbled. I have party. That's what I call party. I have the green. I have a kind of a blue. I have another different blue. This one's a gray blue. This one is a blue. This is orange. A pink. And the one that I've shown you that's kind of a silver color with it printed on it. So, what flower would you like to see on what color? Oh, believe me, it was store-bought. I bought everything from a store. I did not steal a thing. Dark purple on the orange. Okay. Let me move my rulers out of the way, and I will go through my book. I'm going to give you a second for y'all to tell me which one that you would think. Okay? And remember, they're going to be on book page too, so come here. Sorry about that, y'all. My camera seems to want to get loose and want to flop sideways and stuff, so I keep tightening it up, but okay. Now I have this one, which is a dark purple right here. It's pansies. This one, okay. Y'all get to see how I managed to make a mess of things, right? Get to see me cut up. How about that? And you want it on the orange. Just the orange. And when I get through, who wants me to send one of them to them? It's a question. And which one do you want to send? The this one or the other one? Which one would you like? Okay, now find papers. All right, there we gotta have a paper. Okay, let me find some more paper. I always start out with the white to put this on. Okay. Charm School. Let's go with Charm School. Okay, so we're going to put this down. We're going to kind of center it. And I have tape. It's removable tape, by the way. And I'm going to show y'all step by step how I'm working this out. Oops, I made that in crooked, didn't I? Tell you, my eyes are crooked, y'all. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I don't like them little scissors. Those little scissors don't get along with my hands very well. And so let's turn it over. And like I said, I have to bubble cut things. I was telling Kim earlier today, I have to bubble cut. I can't wobble cut or anything to get it. You know, I have to bubble cut things, but that's all right because that's how I do things. And this is how we do it. Da 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 da. Yeah. And I get stuff out of my way too, by the way. And what I usually do is I take the first one and I print it on paper. The second one I put in my my vellum, and I know that it will work very well if you use what's that other paper that looks like vellum? Tracing paper. Tracing paper works well too. Let me get up here to where y'all can see me. My chair keeps sliding backwards, and I keep moving backwards, and y'all just can't see what I'm doing, can you? Not that y'all don't know how to cut. Most of y'all definitely can cut better than I can. But like I said, I do bubble cuts. This way it gives me a chance to see if it's going to grab anywhere before and make it stretch before I put my vellum in. Not that I don't have another piece of orange vellum, but I'd rather not mess up my vellum that I've got. But I've been out doing all kinds of experiments. I've been enjoying my printer. My problem is I can't resize anything with it. It's just a cheap little printer, and that's fine. It works just fine. And I was always told not to move your scissors, but to move your paper. So if I move it the wrong way, I'm going to cut something off, which I'll just make it look different. It's just the way it goes, isn't it? I got to watch Michelle do some printing today. I wasn't in her live. I was Wednesdays are kind of busy for me. And I'm usually at church on Wednesday night, but I haven't been feeling very well lately. And I went to the doctor and I think I caught something while I was there. Yeah, yep. That's exactly what you do. You do what you can do, and then the rest of it just falls into place, doesn't it? Okay, so This is a trick that I learned from Meg Journals. Meg Journals did this. This is where I learned it. It was from Meg Journals, MEGJOURNALS. Um, she is hosting the Junk Journal July this year. So, and the tape I'm using is a removable tape, and it's, you can't see it once you get it put down on your paper. As you can see, it's not showing up. So let's put this over here. Let's put this one here. I always do the paper first. That way I know if it's going to grab the corner of the other paper or not, where to tape it on down at, and everything. So a lot of times I'm not in somebody's room, but I do go back and watch their videos later. And there's the one that I've got here. Okay, and there's my copy that I'm going to keep. And then I'm going to put this in because it did not grab. Are y'all ready to see what it looks like on the orange paper, y'all? Here we go. Yes, she is really good. Meg Journals is good. She's really good. And there's a whole lineup of people that's doing this um, journaling thing, and she's really good at teaching and how to do stuff. And that's what it looks like on orange. Let me get me this paper, set it down on it, and there's the orange. It doesn't really show up real well, but I think it's pretty. So that's the orange, and as you can see, it's still a little wet because you can see it shining. And once it's quit shining, it's not wet anymore. So there it is. You can see the background. There's a page I can put behind it, and you can see what's behind it. And there it is, right there. So what do y'all think? This is a tip I learned from Meg Journals in one of her, I think she called it Petals. Petals, Petals, in her 2024 Junk Journal, July Junk Journal. And as you can still see where, it's cut out and everything. But I kind of like that with that little darker edge on it. Don't y'all? That little shadow. Anyway, there it is. So, no, I can't. Not with my printer. Like I said, it's just a little cheap scanning printer. You just put the sheet in, and it scans it, and I can't. If I turned it, let's see. If I turned it, let's see. I'd have to. Let me see if I pull this up right here. It would have to be like that. So it wouldn't really make a big difference because I'd still have to scan it through that way. So, and when I'm done, I'll go back and I'll pull all this off of here, and I'll have the book pages to work with someplace else. I'll have copies so that I can scan them however I want to. Like I said, here's Let me show you these right quick on white. There's that one. And this is the silver paper. Of course, you just saw the orange. This is what it looks like on just regular paper, and I think it looks great because what I do is I go back and I cut all this white off of it when I'm ready to use it. But that's going to be my copy, and that's just where I use the back of it to tape stuff down on. And of course, there's that one. And that's what this one looks like on the silver vellum. I'll put 2 pages side by side. Oh, thank you, Beth. Thank you. I was just thinking about, there's people that don't subscribe to the same people that I do, but this right here, I thought, man, we really need to know this stuff as people that makes journals. Oh my gosh, we need to know this, right? We need this in our life. Well, I couldn't turn it around, but I could probably turn it, if I cut it out and put it to, let's see if I can do that. Okay, let's do this one, and because I'm going to cut them out anyway. No, I don't want to do that one. I don't know that it'll work, but we will see, won't we? Is that it? Okay, that's my copy. These are my copies, so I'm going to cut these because I've still got these taped down. I keep hiding my scissors from myself. Yes, I do that. I'm good at it too, I'll tell you. Okay, so you're talking about cutting these out, right? Hang on just a second. Probably not take me as long if I dug out my paper trimmer and done this, right? But, okay, so I've got this one right here. I think I'm going to take the silver vellum and do this. Well, we will see, won't we? We will see. This is what we're doing. We don't know until we try. We don't know until we try if this is going to work. Like that. Do it with that, right? Okay. So, I'm going to take this. I'm going to put it down like you can see what I'm doing, right? I'm going to take this. I'm going to move this over because of the fact that I want to tape them both together to hold them together. Now, another thing that I really liked, and I'm not really sure who I learned it from, so I can't tell you, and I hate to use their ideas. Okay, so I'm going to run this through right quick on paper, so I'll have the original. Make sure nothing grabs. Yes, my darling.
Just so you know, 7:32, 7:31, something like that at Dollar General for lunch this week.
Okay, then. I'm online.
Okay. I love you.
So I'll talk to you later, okay? Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Children always need help, don't they? Yeah, I don't know who did it originally, but I can tell you that it wasn't me. I can tell you who I learned it from. Okay, there's it on paper. Okay, now where did I? There they are. I'm gonna grab this one and I'm gonna put that one in. I know you're out of paper. Quit griping at me. It's grumping at me again, telling me I don't have no paper in it. I know. This printer grumps at you about not having paper in it. I'm telling you. What about I want paper in it? You're still gonna grump at me, right? Sorry about that, y'all. That was my daughter, and she's been needing some help lately, and even though it's not much, but she needed some medicine today, and she needed some stuff from the store, and she doesn't get paid for 2 more weeks, and she gets paid the same day I do. But like I told her, it's nice to be able to share with people that need help. Okay, now there's that one. Now let's put this one out of the way, because y'all have seen what it looks like. And we're fixing to see what this one's going to look like. See what y'all think of it. Ooh, it makes it smaller, it looks like. This is a weird printer. It makes things, see, there's that. Let me turn it around so you can see what I was. What do y'all think? That's on the silver. You like that? So, anyway, somebody asked me the other day what I was going to do with all the letters that I cut out. I said, happy mail. That's what I do with most of my stuff. Especially when I do experiments, because this one here you can cut right down through here and you can cut around and everything. But if y'all want something that looks perfect, don't come to me for that. Like when I get through with this and this dries, I'll probably fold it in half. I'll probably cut it out and see if it'll first fit into my 5x7 envelope, and then I'll probably send it out in happy mail. So I'm a person that does stuff like that. So I don't know. It just is what it is, right? If I can make somebody smile with just a little bit of paper, a little bit of and a postage stamp, and I can do that. Yes, each one will fit. So and I think it would kind of, and if y'all didn't notice, I left the page number at the bottom. So it looks like it actually came out of a book. And I can't cut straight. So if you get it, don't complain. If you get one, don't complain, because I cannot cut straight. And, me. That's the way it is. And there's these. And they're much smaller, I think, than the original. Come here. Thank you. Oh, yeah. So much smaller when I put 2 on the page. If I turn it the other way, it gets a lot smaller. Oh yeah, yeah. So it gets a lot smaller if I put two on a page. So, yeah. But yeah, see all this little stuff right here. Now this, don't tell Kim. I'm throwing it away. Oh, don't tell Kim. Don't tell Kim. Anyway, that was my project today. Was to try to see what I could do and if it would look good on vellum. I think it does. I think it looks great on vellum. That silver vellum really makes that book page come out. Really, it pops. Um, Although it doesn't really make the purple and the yellow pop, does it? But it looks kind of what do you call it? Neutral. Instead of being too bright, it makes it look really neutral. So um, that's what I think anyway. I know. She'll call somebody on me. She'll tell on me. I know she will. She'll fuss at me about it. You wait. If she's listening at me right now, wait till she gets on her channel and tells on me. She will tell on me. I'm not. I know she will. That's our Kim. That's our Kimmy. I love watching her do things. She is so good at stuff. I learned a lot on how to make them funny looking little flowers and everything. They're so cute though. They're really cute. And ta-da! Wouldn't they make pretty postcards though? Let me see this right here. That's where I did my doggy. I did it along with Beth. But look at that. Wouldn't that make a pretty postcard? Round them corners off and everything and make it look pretty, wouldn't it? I'd have to figure out how to protect it because if it got wet on the way, it would ruin it. So, I'd probably not metal it, anything like that because of the fact that, like I said, it's inkjet and if you get it wet, but most people know about vellum, so they know that vellum and liquid glue don't get along, so they would probably go for using the double-sided tape or something to put it down. So there's that. However, if you use the other ones, that paper, parchment paper. I don't know. I probably have to put parchment paper on a piece of paper to use it because parchment paper is much thinner than vellum. It doesn't have the thickness of vellum, but the other sketching paper, the tracing paper would work, and you could use liquid glue with it as long as you didn't get it on top where the ink is, to where it would make the ink run. Although I did do some experimenting with putting some Mod Podge on my jelly plate, and then putting my picture down and letting it sit for a minute and pulling it up, but it made it look blotchy, so I didn't like that. Well, deli paper and parchment paper are both really thin, so I'd have to tape them to, say, another piece of paper like this one, or a piece of cardstock or something. But yeah, you could probably print on it, but that would be something you'd have to be careful with it, because if you weren't careful with it, it would really mess up your machine. Being so thin, it would probably wrap and all around mess up your printers, especially wax. I would think wax might get into your nozzles, printing back and forth. I don't know. I've never tried it. But it's just my train of thought on stuff like that. So, okay. Do y'all want to see anything else? I don't want to keep y'all too long because I know it's kind of late. It's 7:30 my time, so that means it's 8:30 most of y'all's time. But anyway, do y'all want to see anything else? Do y'all want any of them? Can y'all think of any of them that y'all might like? I think doing this like digitals, I think it's great. You know, I think this is one great way to do digitals. I think that Tim Holtz people, I think Tim Holtz people would be cute. If I had like something to show you, like let's see, you got these little things right here. They would make pretty pockets on them or anything like that. But I think like Tim Holtz people, you could take and do a bouquet of flowers and maybe put a small person right here, yeah, with the flowers, or maybe make them stand up tall right here. Oh, wallpaper. Make sure it's the side that's not glue, because glue might make a mess on it. But uh, wallpaper. If you take it and you run it through your printer, not the wallpaper part, but scan the wallpaper with the flowers and stuff or whatever you want to do, it might, like if I had wallpaper here, I could put it down. I could put my image on it and use it for wallpaper. Yeah, a scanner. Well, see, that's how I have to do mine. Is it's a scanner, but it's the kind you go to the doctor's offices and the hospitals, and you see the little scanners where they put cards through it and all that kind of stuff, and it runs it through. Well, that's the kind of scanner mine is. It's not the kind you lift up, lay your paper down, and shut. So that's the kind that I have. It's the kind that just runs through. It was the one that I could afford. So, but it works good, I think. So so anyway, I think they come out beautifully. Um, I think they come out. Now this is the original. Uh, that's got the paper and all that. This is the copy. So I think they came out pretty good, don't you? Actually think the copy has a brighter yellow to it than the original. So, and then, of course, your book paper. And here's the very first one that I tried. And I said, oh, I need to do this. I need to go and see this and show it and do it and all sorts of stuff. I think the orange did come out pretty good. Oops, wrong way. It'd show up better if I put it the right way, wouldn't it? So, and then, of course, here's the original. Here's another original. Here's the copy. I didn't do that one on vellum. I should do that one on vellum. And there's the original. And what I like about it, once I get these all copied onto paper, I can hang on to these and I can just run it through at any point and make another one. Oh, thank you. And this one here, this is why I said I don't put my vellum in first, is because you see how long these leaves are? And these, whoop, they just went and stretched it all out. That's why I don't do it, because it grabs sometimes. So whenever it didn't grab, I can go back and do my vellum. So this one here, I think I'm going to do the vellum on. Let's see which vellum. I think I'm going to use pink. What do you think? Let's try pink with it. Y'all want to see a pink one? Now, if y'all got somewhere else to be, you're welcome to go or anything like that. It's fine. I'm just playing. Just playing. No. Stop grabbing. No grabbing. See, it grabbed and started pulling it sideways that time. So before it started printing, and it always does, it starts to print, and it prints out a line of black. And I'll just throw that back in there because I can use the other side. We'll try this one more time. That's the only thing I don't like. Oh no. It does too. It's telling me it don't have no paper in it. And it's telling lies again. I got a lying thing here. Oh, crud. Crud. Why is it doing that? Well, maybe I can do the other side. Probably not though. Look at that. That upsets me. Okay, let's try. Okay, we'll do it. I'm blue. We'll try blue. We'll try blue. Let's do blue. Whew, let's go in there rough this time. Yeah, I like to watch them too. I like to watch them cut grass. Go out there and do it. They do it for people that need help. Okay, so there's this. Come back here. Don't jump off for me, okay? Let me move all this stuff out from over here. And I can lay this around here. And it turned out pretty good too. Lay that right over there. And there it is. Oh. Now, if I knew that it would make it that small on this one, I would run this one through. I'm going to try it anyway. Let's put this in there. We're going to try it and see if it will. If it don't, it don't, right? What's it going to hurt other than a piece of paper that I was going to throw away anyway? Cut it up and throw it away anyhow, right? Let's try it. Come on. All right now. Sometimes one roller will start rolling before the other one, and it'll grab the side, and that's what happened with it, grabbing the side and printing that black streak across it. So I don't mind it grabbing it a little bit and then straightening it up. Okay, now let's move this. Move these back over to here. I tell you, printing on the pink, I've learned something. It kind of makes it look vintage when you print on pink. It's hard to believe, but it does. So if I cut it across here and down and around, I still think it'll make a cute window page. So what do y'all think? See, that's where it grabbed it and went sideways with it. Anyway. Yeah. Just cut it out here and fix it up. Because you can always add something to it to keep it from showing here. You can always put something else there, like another little flower or something. And then that come out pretty good. When you're looking to. Oh, I'm sorry. These allergies. Anyway, they come out okay. Yeah, I think so. But with my scissors, I can show you what it'll look like when I get it cut out. But I don't know. I didn't want to throw this whole page away. Um, my vellum I've had for a long time. I got it from a friend of mine that closed their scrapbook store, and they closed their scrapbook store in 2009. So I've had it for a while. Um, and there's that. What do you think? Does it look okay? Lay this stuff back over this way now. I gotta get me a file folder. And oh God, let's turn it over. It came out good, didn't it? That's on the pink. The pink really doesn't show up as pink on it. It shows up more vintagey colored. Hi, Dusty. How are you? I was just playing. I'm just playing. Printed on vellum. Doing some printing on some vellum. Let me turn them over, and that way you can see them. That way. Different colors of vellum. And this is this one. This one's the original one that I did. Fuzzy cut piece on book page. And so on and so forth. And there's that one. Of course, there's this one. Turn it right side up. And there's this one that's the copy. And this is the original with the flower and the book page. And here's the one that I taped down that was the copy of it. And here's the original of this one. And here's the silver, print. So, and here is the one here. So, and I guess that's what I wanted to show y'all today. I thought y'all might enjoy looking at it, seeing what I've been doing, and letting you know that I don't just sit here and do nothing. Usually if I'm not chatting in a chat room, I'm watching, and thank you, Dusty. I'm sitting here, I'm sketching with Beth, or I'm figuring something else out with someone else and thinking, how am I going to show this? And trying to figure out who is who and what's what, and so much fun, right? Unless y'all want to see something else, that's about all. When it's said and done, I'm probably going to find a piece of this that's going to go as a window here, right? I can because I can lift these up and put a dab of glue on them and everything. I can lift these up, put a little dab of glue on them, and come back around, and then come here and cut it off, And then I've got a window there. There's my window. So that's probably what I'm going to do with this here, because that's my window. And excuse me. This is a napkin from where my husband and I went out to eat for the last anniversary that I had him with me. It was in 2022, April of 2022. Then this is the original copy that I made and put in here. See, that's the original that I did of that one. Then light for the lighthouse. And I like it because it lays flat. I like this because it does lay flat. This is my fold out paper picture and paper. This is where I got the lighthouse from. Is I got it from an American Cruise Lines advertisement. I got this from American Cruise Lines advertisement. This is from a card that I'm not going to promise you, but I think Beth sent me these 2 cards and I made journal cards out of them. I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to take paper and I'm going to put on it to write on for a journal card. And then you start here and then I've got to finish that right there. And then it comes in, you keep going, and this is the back side of all the pages that I just showed you. And again, and there they are. And when I get done, see, when I'm almost halfway, because we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more days in this month. Can y'all believe it? 1 more week of this month. Oh, thank you, Kim, for being here. You're welcome. I learned so much from y'all that I try to find something that I can share and do. And they don't come on very often, you know. I do appreciate y'all being here, and I try not to come on unless I mean, because if y'all already seen this, y'all are going to just be bored sitting here, right? So, but yeah, you can make digis one way or the other, like with those trees and everything. You can put them on a background, and you can make a digi out of it and put it on a piece of paper, a book page, and make your own digi out of that. I think it'd be great. Those trees, especially, wouldn't one of them trees look cute right here with this man, you know, standing there in a trench coat, you know? So, well, you know, I video and everything, and I don't know. I haven't had the oomph to do it. Okay, my biggest problem is I've just been down in the dumps, and I'm pulling myself up by the bootstraps, so to speak, as my daddy used to say. You just got to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. And so the next thing I'm gonna work on is I'm going to work on some button. I'm going to work on some button paper clips. Have y'all ever saw those? These are made with what do you call them? You make them with paper, like this paper here, and you take glue and you glue down some fabric on it. Okay, Kellyanne did the fabric ones. Okay, but you take and you put the little hook on there, which is the little oh goodness gracious, they look like light bulbs. And then you put the button on them, and it kind of makes a dangle and a paper clip, and they're really cute. So I got these really cute buttons that I'm going to use on it, and that's the next thing I'm on video and show what I'm doing, because I've got all these scraps of paper. So, and guess what? Guess what? I've got to use some scraps of paper because they're piling up over here, running me out of my room. So anyway, I love y'all. Thank y'all for being here. I do appreciate each and every one of you being here. You have no idea. Oh, hey, Carol, so nice to see you. I was just talking about how you did the paper clips with the paper and the fabric, and I'm gonna go a step further with what you did. I'm gonna put buttons on them. I'm gonna do button paper clips. So that's what I'm gonna do. And so hugs, y'all. Bye.